back to another video. Today I wanted to take you guys along with me just for a fun day in the life, but a little bit of a unique one. We're doing things just a little bit differently today. If you guys have been around here for a while, you know my husband and I are currently working on some renovation projects at a couple rental properties, and we are trying so hard to get our main property done this week. So today, and we actually did this exact routine twice last week and we really loved it. But today, as you already saw, we did our breakfast, we did our morning routine, got everything cleaned up. So today I'm gonna be doing a little bit more of a deep cleaning. The house is definitely needing a deep clean, especially the kitchen area. We spent 2 weeks being sick and we're just now we're all fully recovered now. But we did spend 2 weeks being sick. So a lot of the kitchen things kind of went untouched for a while, and I just need to wipe out the cabinets, clean them out. There's only like 2 cabinets that I really want to get done today. Everything else is pretty good. I do have to get the baking cabinets cleaned out though, because those are my most used cabinets by far. So I'm gonna do that today. And then this evening, this is what I mentioned that we're gonna be doing differently, is we're gonna be doing our homeschool this evening with Daddy. We actually have been doing that the past couple of nights, and oh my goodness, have the kids ever been enjoying it. It has been such a fun time. I think it's just like the family connection, but having him there too has just been so much fun. So the kids have requested to do homeschool again with Daddy tonight. So we're switching things up a little bit. We're gonna get everything done this afternoon and then come together this evening and do all of our reading and all of our, the other fun homeschooling type things. So I'm excited for the day to see what it brings. I am gonna show you throughout the morning here. I wanna show you a few of my favorite gifts that I love giving for like white elephants. I have a couple white elephant events that I have gotten gifts for, like gift swaps and things like that. So we're gonna do that, and I've just gotta get stuff put away and, like I said, cleaned out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So a few of my favorite things to gift when it comes to Yankee swaps or white elephant, I always gift a coffee bundle. Normally like coffee and maybe chocolate together, but typically when I gift like a large thing of coffee, I will also gift like a little canister. I thought this one was really pretty. It has like a little wooden spoon on it. I thought it was perfect for just like a really fun Yankee swap gift that I think most people will enjoy when it comes to like coffee type things. Another thing that I'm doing this year, and this might be a little bit strange, but I got this large stock pot. It's large to me because my pans normally come up like half that size. But I'm gonna be gifting a stock pot because I thought for our family, we do a lot of like stews and we make a lot of our own beef broth and stock, and we do make most of our own like soup bases when it comes to that. Anyway, I wanted to give this and then also gift a bundle of the soup bones because we have a lot of them in our freezer, so that way they can make their own stock. But what I'm also gonna, and I know that probably seems so strange to give as a gift, but what I also want to include in this is like your potatoes, a bag of carrots. So it's like a do-it-yourself beef soup kit. But I wanted to do a large pot because I wanted it to be something that there's a couple large families that are going to be there. So if it is something that one of those family members get, then they can make good use of it. Because I think gifting like an actual food kit is such a good idea. In the past, I've also done like pasta kits where you do the sauce and the pasta, and then you also put the meat in the freezer so they grab it on the way out. So gifting a meal kit is such a fun idea, especially with grocery prices being what they are. It is great to gift something that you know is going to be useful, and this is of course is non-consumable, so they can keep the stock pot and continue to make their own like soups and stuff. I've really been getting into making my own like vegetable stock, using all my vegetable scraps and everything. I'll just throw it in here and simmer. Typically when I'm waiting to gather up enough veggie scraps to make the vegetable broth, I'll just put them in Ziploc bags, put them in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to actually use this, I will do that. So I ended up getting 2 of these, one for myself. If you're not familiar with the company, I want to say it's called Marty. A couple of the other gifts, 2 of the other gifts anyway, actually no, maybe all 3 of them. I actually did a short video about them in a previous kind of day in the life video that I did not end up posting, and then 2 months went past. I'm like, well, it's kind of irrelevant now because a lot of the stuff that I was talking about in that day in the life, it was just things past and I just didn't get around to posting it. Anyway, a part of that video was talking about Marty. It is like a discount grocery online store, and I've been loving it. So I ended up getting this. It was like $14.99, so $15, and it's a really nice stock pot. So I'm excited about that. And the other gifts that I did also get from Marty is they had a ton of these, they're called bath slabs. They're kind of similar to bath bombs, which I also have a lot of. But I got the salted caramel and the frosting ones, but these were only a couple dollars. They're originally, I want to say like $12 to $13 each, and they were only $1.99. So I got this, and then to go with it, I also got a handful of these gorgeous bath bombs, but they look like little geodes if you can tell from the top. So pretty, and these were only $1.99, and they're originally like, I think anywhere from 6 to 11 depending on the size. So I was very excited about that because I was wanting to put together like a little bath bundle. So for each bundle, I'm going to be putting together, see if I can do this with one hand, 3 little bath bomb geodes and 2 bath slabs for one of the Yankee swaps. And even with all of these combined, it was still under $10. So a great, great affordable gift. Another thing that I got from Marty, and this was only $4.99, but this is a Yasmin and Yangling sandalwood. I actually love the scent of sandalwood. A soy blend scented candle. Do you want to come see mommy? Yeah. And with this gift, it's going to be a little bit of a random gift. So in this one bag, it's going to be a candle. I have some little metal straws. The brand is Porter, but I thought they were really, really pretty. Again, all of the stuff came from Marty, heavily, heavily discounted. Highly recommend. You're honestly gonna find things like this heavier discounted than you would at like your Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and it is a smaller business as well. So I've been loving that brand. So we just finished doing a read aloud. We've been going through the great illustrated classics. I love these, especially for read alouds. And if you're a mama with like little ones, and you want something that doesn't have super long chapters but is also really engaging, they are illustrated. I love great illustrated classics. I know everybody does, but there's a reason why they do. And for a read aloud, it's just great because if you get interrupted, like if you have a baby or a toddler and things like that, this is just wonderful because you can definitely finish each chapter before moving on and yeah, doing other things. So I love these books. They are great, because we'll do these sometimes during breakfast. I'll read them. Whoever gets up first in the morning, everyone has their specific book that they're working on. My second grader is going through the Swiss Family Robinson with me as our like little special read aloud, and then with my first grader, we're going through Little Women, which she's absolutely been loving. Yes, I know. And so it's fun to have their own special read aloud. So whoever gets up first in the morning and has that one-on-one time with mommy, we get to read like our special read aloud. Come up here with mommy. Come on up. You wanna look at the book? So I need to kind of just go down the counter here because I have little just piles of everything that either need to put away, errands I need to run. This afternoon, as I mentioned before, we are going to be going over to our rental unit. But while we're over that way, I'm also going to be stopping by to pick up some local milk. So I need to get the gallons and all the bottles and stuff ready for that. And then as well, actually, you know what, let me go put this by the door so I don't forget. And then I also have a large, this is not even half of it, believe it or not, library drop-off that I have got to make today. I love utilizing our library. However, the getting everything back is a challenge. I have actually never had to actually buy a book, but I have been late quite a bit of times because we love utilizing the library. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this by the back door as well so I don't forget this. So as I mentioned before, we just came out of that 2-week stretch of being sick. Today's actually like 2.5 weeks where we have no symptoms, no one's coughing. It's been incredible. But one thing I wanted to share with you guys as far as something that we've done differently this time when it comes to being sick versus what we did last time we got sick. If you're new here, I shared a couple of times on my channel that last fall we got really sick and we had a lingering cough that literally lasted months, or at least it felt like it lasted months. And while during the day the kids were fine, at night it just became very difficult. Even cough syrups and things like that, they just were not cutting it. So I did a lot of research and just to help us be better prepared next time we have a sickness that its main symptom is just a really bad cough. So what we ended up doing this time around that made a night and day difference is actually using a nebulizer, and it changed the entire game with how long our sicknesses last, how long we are coughing. And I am just so thankful for the mama who shared about this. I'll have her blog linked down below, and she was sharing just some ways to kind of like stop the cough in its tracks, so to speak. and it really does work. So what the one that we have, I'll have linked down below the one that we have and that I highly recommend. It's a desktop one, and I believe it can also be operated without power. Like it can also run on batteries if needed, which is great to have like as a backup. But I loved it. So I have the attachment where it has the little kids masks. So when they put the actual breathing mask part on, it's very small, so it's great for kids. It also stretches a little bit, so you can use it for adults as well. But it works kind of the same way where you would do like a steamy shower to kind of keep the lungs moist. Only with the nebulizer, you normally use like a small percentage of like the saline solution. And so what we did is we kind of made our own saline solution, which is like a teaspoon of your salt with like a pint of water. And we would nebulize that, or should I say vaporize that if you want to say, and then we put the little mask on and then breathe that in deeply. And it cut the cough down to just so quickly, where we began the sickness and then 2 weeks later we have zero cough, zero anything, whereas previously the cough lingered for months. So if you are a family that also has a tendency to, when you get sick, you have the lingering coughs, I know that a lot of that's going around right now actually. It's just been a game changer for the length of sicknesses in our home. So I will typically put the nebulizer on them about 3 or 4 times a day, but especially like right before they go to bed. So each time they wear the little nebulizing mask, it's only for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes depending on the severity. But yeah, for my toddler it was only like a couple minutes, and there was no coughing during the night. They slept peacefully, and it was just, anyway, a huge game changer that I wanted to share with you, because I know as mamas, especially when we're not sleeping because the kids are coughing, we're trying to help them. It can be rough. It can be really rough. And I know my baby was not interested in doing it at all. So for her, I was up a lot during the night, just sitting in like the steaming bathroom and things like that. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to sort through some pencils and all that fun stuff, you know. But yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys because I know coughs are just one of those things that I feel like they never go away. They never completely go away, and this has been something that has been a huge blessing to our family, like a huge blessing, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Every year we always get a special ornament for the tree, and this year we actually went to a thrift store and my daughter picked out this little one that she got for herself, and I wanted to share this with you because I thought they were so pretty. Now I know that I'm more of like a vintagey type feel when it comes to the things that I like, but I thought these ornaments were just so pretty. But I found them for a pack of 5, and all 5 of them were only $2.99, so I was really happy about that. But they're like porcelain, and I don't know, there was something about them that just caught my eye, and I love them. So I have 5 of these, and then my, of course, daughter's ornament, as I mentioned before, it was that one. And then for my other ones, let me see if I can find the ones that they got this year. And then my 3-year-old wanted the cupcake, so she has a cupcake ornament. And then my son picked out a little hedgehog, which I think is just absolutely darling. This is probably one of the cutest ornaments I've ever seen. Sorry for the blinking lights. These are LED lights, so that's why they're all over the place. But this is actually our first real tree. We've only ever had a fake one, and so it's kind of fun. In spite of like all of the pine needles on the floor down here, it's actually really beautiful, and I love the smell. We grew up getting real trees, so. But I genuinely just love all the little special ornaments. It reminds me so much of just my kiddos and what they love, what they enjoy, things that, I don't know, I just love all the memories that a lot of these things hold. So my kiddos and I last night ended up going through their bedrooms, and we got an entire bag full of stuff that they either didn't want or they don't want to play with and things like that. And so we're also going to go donate this today with our other errands. So we have quite a few little tiny errands to run, none of which take a while, but they're all things that if I don't get it done today, it'll be sitting in the trunk of my van and never get taken care of. So we're gonna put this by the back door so I don't forget it.